Hi everyone, I'm Stephanie and I'm back for a new video. So as you can tell by the title, it's going to be a DIY and I'm actually really excited about it because I've been making this since December and they're really awesome and they're really adorable and they're cheap. And this is what we're going to be making today, and altogether this was about $6 to $7, and I think they just make really cute gifts and adorable gifts for people who are in college. And I hope you guys like this video, so let's get started.
First, you're going to be needing are these wooden blocks. I got these from Hobby Lobby. They were $2.99, but I used a 40% off coupon. These are the 4x4 wooden blocks, and it comes with 4 blocks, which I really think is a great deal. You will also need some decorative paper. I got this one from Hobby Lobby for $1.99, but you can go to any craft store. I personally think that Michael's has better selections than Hobby Lobby, but any craft paper, it's good. You can use pattern paper like my other key holders, or you can use glitter paper like I did. Literally anything you want. Next, you will need some paint pens. This one is from Craft Smart from Michael's, and then the other one is Painters, and I got that at Hobby Lobby. Next, you will be needing some paint. I'm just going to be using this one that I got at Hobby Lobby for 75 cents. And I'm just going to be using black, but you can use any color that you want. You will also be needing some Mod Podge to seal everything in. You will need some paint brushes. You can use a sponge brush or you can use these bristle brushes. Both of them are perfectly fine as long as you have a paintbrush. And most importantly, you will need some hooks. These are a satin nickel finish from Walmart. I think they were about $2. And then I got these at Lowe's for $1.46 for one. But what's really cool about both of these hooks is that they come with the screws. You will also need a screwdriver. This is a Phillips head or a drill. You can use a screwdriver because the wood is not very thick and you can easily screw in your screws. Okay, you're going to start off with your block. We are going to be tracing the inner square part onto the scrapbook paper. I'm going to flip it over because then the markings will be on the back. What I like to do is connect the edges to the edge of the scrapbook paper just to make it a lot easier. So now I will be drawing 2 lines instead of 4 lines. Here is a square, and now you can just cut it out with some scissors. I'm going to be painting the edge of the square. It has a little bit of a border. I'm just going to paint it black. And make sure you let that dry. I'm also going to be painting the back of the wooden block. Make sure you let that dry. If you need to do another coat of paint, you can go ahead and do that. I'm going to add another coat because it wasn't as dark as I wanted it to be in some places. Next, we're going to go to the computer. I went to Word and found a font that I liked and chose an S. I chose it to keep it very simple. I'm going to insert a picture here about my other key holders. You don't have to print something out. You can just use paint pens and decorate it like I did with the Texas. Here are some key holders I made for my best friends and her roommates. You can use stickers. Literally, the possibilities are endless. Now, I had already cut out my S, but if you have something like this where you need an X-Acto knife, just make a little snip and you will not notice it because we will color it over with the paint pen. If you have a little bit of white on it when you cut it, don't worry about it. The paint pen will cover it up. Once your second coat is dry, we're going to be using the Mod Podge and we're going to put it on this little square, which I had accidentally cut out. Then we're going to be putting some Mod Podge on the back of the scrapbook paper to make sure it's extra secure. Go ahead and place your scrapbook paper on top of the wooden block. Make sure it's all aligned perfectly so you cannot see any of the wood. When you're letting this dry, make sure to put it upside down so the paper will not curl up. After that has dried, we're going to go ahead and get our design or stickers or whatever you use, and we're going to put Mod Podge on the back, which again, something that I lost, the footage I lost. Next, we're going to be putting Mod Podge on top of the design. Make sure you get a generous amount. Now we're also going to be putting Mod Podge on the borders because this will help the wood and the paper adhere together. Make sure you wait 15 to 20 minutes to let the Mod Podge dry. Again, make sure you make a generous amount. Next, we're going to be putting Mod Podge on the back of the block so the paint won't chip. And make sure when you're letting the Mod Podge dry, you wait for 15 to 20 minutes. Now we're going to be using our paint pen to trace our design. There was some white peeking through from when I cut it. You don't have to do this step, but I think it makes it a lot nicer and hide your mistakes. Now we're going to be screwing in the hook. I had my boyfriend help me with this because it's easier to have someone hold in the hook. Here I'm showing you how I hung my key holder. I use Velcro command strips. This is great for when you're living in a dorm. I used 4 pieces, but you can definitely just use 2. Just follow the instructions on the Velcro strip block and you're done.